Hey there, Taurus, and welcome to your mid-August to end of August monthly check-in. Thank you so much for being here, and let's just charge into this and see, oh my lord, see what we got for you here, Taurus. So here's your general vibe card, the Wolf Spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. Cancer had this card as well, so maybe you want to give Cancer's reading a viewing after this one. Maybe you have Cancer in your chart, but the Wolf Spirit is saying, hey, you know what? Turn the knowledge you've gained into wisdom, right? The example I used for them before is like finding out that feelings and people change, right? And maybe you get some knowledge dropped on you that it's like you find out someone it feels completely different. There goes a fat cat shaking the table. But maybe you find out someone in your life doesn't feel the same way they did about you as they did maybe in years or weeks or months previous, and things change, right? And that knowledge turns into wisdom that, like, yeah, that just does happen with people, right? Nothing you can do about it. And there's wisdom in that. There's sometimes things you just can't control. And not to say that that was exactly the specific reason. That might have resonated with someone, but it just could be something along those lines. So we're going to get you your spread here in just a second, Cancer, jumping, Taurus. But thank you so much for being here, and let's see what we got for you for the rest of your, oh my lord, there's Libra popping up there. But let's see what we got for the rest of your reading, all right? So we have got for you, we got the Five of Swords. We got Cancer coming in again with the Chariot, and we got the Knight of Cups. Jeez Louise. So the Five of Swords can be a card of winning at all costs or suffering some sort of major defeat as well. So it could be you have been in that mode of like, I'm trying to win at all costs. I need to win. I need that victory. That's kind of how you've been in the past. Or maybe you suffered some sort of big defeat. Maybe that's the knowledge you've got in the past, is that winning at all costs does not make friends. Maybe that's the knowledge you gain, is that when you try to tread that path, you make enemies. Or maybe you've learned that there are people who are more powerful or more skilled or more knowledgeable than you are, and that is something you turn to wisdom, is like there's always a bigger fish. So maybe some sort of revelation has happened for you in the past like that. Could be that for you, one of those two, or it could be something different. These are general readings after all. This is leading to the Chariot card. The Chariot is Cancer's card. So you might have Cancer in your chart, might be dealing with a Cancer. Maybe you want to check that reading out as well. That's interesting that they popped in two ways here for you. But the Chariot is all about taking action, being proactive, going out there. These sphinxes on the front represent sort of external circumstances, problems, things like that. And they're sort of tugging the Chariot along. In the meantime, you're in the Chariot trying to like rein them in. Like, I want you to go this way. I want you to do this for me, right? This is where we're going. I'm not letting you decide. I'm deciding where we go. So it could be, again, you're in that win at all cost mode, and you're just taking a ton of action and trying to make things go your way, right? You're just like, however I can line it up. I want to win. I want to get to where I'm going. I want to get to my happily ever after, or whatever your goal looks like for you. And lastly, in the future, we have the Knight of Cups. Could be you're trying to take action and trying to manifest your Prince or Princess Charming, which is what the Knight of Cups can represent. Or it could be just you're trying to manifest like your hopes and dreams, right? We have this cup here the Knight has, and that represents his dreams, his desires, the things he wants most in life are in that. But in order to achieve those things, he has to cross this river. And no one else is going to make him do that, right? He has to do it himself. You have to achieve your dreams and your goals yourself. No one's going to do it for you, right? So it's very much your take. I see you as taking the action, though, because you are in an action-taking position here, and it seems like you're moving across this river. So I'm loving that. That's awesome. Maybe you need to tone it down on the win at all costs method, or maybe you just need to be, again, like maybe you find out there's always a bigger fish. You need to learn from those bigger fish too. So I'm liking this so far, Taurus. We're going to get you your clarifiers here in just a moment, but before we do, thank you so much for being here, Taurus. I appreciate it so much. Hopefully you're going to be sticking around for the rest of the reading. Cards just want to go everywhere. There's a pop out. If you want to help out the channel, though, go that extra mile. You can always hit that like button down below. You can subscribe if you haven't already to the channel. You can share the video, and of course check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos after this one. that all helps out the channel. If you don't know what your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs are, you can of course go down below and there's a link to a website that will help you figure out what that is. They'll tell you what your chart is, and that'll help you out. Hopefully that helps you out. But thank you so much for being here, and let's get the rest of your clarifiers here. Cancer. Get the rest of your clarifiers here, Taurus. So clarifying the Five of Swords, we got the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is kind of sort of being leadership, walking the walk, talking the talk. You, like I said, with that, you could be in that win at all costs mentality. That could be what you're at right now. Very much so with the Six of Wands, it's saying like you're in win at all costs. Like maybe you're the leader and it's like, I want to do a good job. I want to, you know, prove to my like superiors or, you know, my bosses or whoever, like, hey, I'm like, you put me in charge for a reason. I'm going to take full advantage of it and I'm going to go for it, right? You're going to just do that, win at all costs, make an impression at all costs, right? And maybe that's not the kind of impression you want to be leaving behind there, Taurus, is you don't want that. You want more of a, you know, that can certainly leave an impression, but maybe not a positive one. Clarifying the Chariot, we have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is a card of balance, stability. Maybe that's what you're taking action towards, right? You're taking action to find a financial stable outcome. It could be you're taking action towards trying to find a person in your life, a prince or princess charming that brings that stability in for you, or you're just trying to create a stable future for yourself, or perhaps you're taking action towards going ahead and traveling. He has the world in his hands. The Chariot is the fastest card in the deck, so it could be travel in your future and quick travel. Maybe you're going to be heading across, like maybe you're going to get a promotion and it's going to cause you to relocate or something like that, or that's what you're working towards as well, maybe. And lastly, clarifying the Knight of Cups, we got the King of Wands, and the King of Wands goes after what he wants. He's unashamed of it. He doesn't worry about what other people think, right? He knows what he wants and he goes after it. And it's pretty rare that the King of Wands doesn't get what he wants, right? It's very rare. And I'm seeing this whole thing like you are not gonna lose, right? I'm seeing all this with this whole reading is like you refuse to lose. You refuse to, you know, bow down, take anything less. You're going in and you know your value, you know what you want at the end of the day, and this is what you're going for. I'm loving it. That's really awesome. This is a good energy to be in. Just take care not to overdo it, of course, Taurus. You know, with that Five of Swords there are people that are upset because of this. And it's okay, you know, to one extent that, you know, you are making people, if you are making people upset, maybe, you know, your rivals at work or something like that, they didn't get the promotion, you did, ha ha ha. That's fine, but you got to be taking care that you're not upsetting the people that really matter. I remember someone said that, remember that the feet you step, or the toes you step on are connected to the asses you got to kiss on the way back down, right? Like, so just try to remember that as you're going about this. So thank you so much for being here, Taurus. That is all I've got for you this week. Hopefully this has helped you out. Well, this week, this month, this back half of the month. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully this helped you out. Remember, if you want to help out the channel, there's all sorts of free stuff you can do, like hitting the like, subscribe, and sharing if you haven't already. Checking out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign videos once this video is over. Hopefully that all helps you out. Thank you for being here with me, Taurus, and I hope to see you in the next video.